We've been talking about this for a while. We should do a podcast. We should do a podcast. We should do a podcast among friends. And here we are. This
Cheers.
is the first one. Chin Chin. I never done one with him. He's never done one in his life. So let's
take my virginity.
Let me take your virginity of podcasting. Let's get started. Guys, you have two Italians living in America. He's more in the DC area. I'm in Northern Virginia. We're 1 hour away. We met a couple of months ago. He is an architect. You're an architect. You work as an architect. I do many things. If you know me already, you know what I do. I do real estate. So kind of working parallel, but also doing this whole TikTok and podcasting shit. Today, it's like the first one we could do. We could potentially already be canceled. We are two Italians living in America. We're going to start with dating in America. The women. You dated in America.
Yeah. Did you?
A few times, both in the flingy stuff and even a full-on relationship that kind of had a hit over my family, but it was a very interesting situation. What do you think about, first thing, dating in America in general, and then we're going to go specific about women as an Italian man in America?
I mean, in terms of dating, it's weird for me to say because like I came here when I was 19. So
how old are you now?
I'm 29. So
okay.
10 years.
So basically 10 on full years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that means that I didn't really have that much of an experience dating in Italy as an adult.
Okay. You can still have an opinion about America in general.
In a certain way, I might be an American for dating too.
Did you lose your virginity in America?
No, my God. No.
Okay, that's what you had. Okay. Let's get to the point directly there. I don't know, but you still had experience in America, right?
Yeah, I mean, dating in America, I think it's more fun than dating in Italy.
Dating in America is more fun in Italy. Mm-hmm. Now, what is fun?
Fun in terms
of... In the bed or dating in general?
In general, I think that American girls, and this might be a good thing or bad thing based on the opinion of who you ask to.
Okay.
But for me, they are much more open to try new things, to do more, let's say, crazy things. I'm not talking about sexually, I'm talking in general.
Okay.
Than maybe Italian girls. But that's also because I grew up in a sort of small town. So maybe that has an impact on that as well.
Because a small town, everybody knows each other.
Everybody knows each other. And also, maybe not now, but you still have sort of like not as open mind as you will find in a big city.
Okay. So now you're talking more difference about small city, big city. Because if you go to I lived in Rome.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty open-minded about pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Rome, Milano, I feel like we should have my cousin on next one, but Milano I feel like is even worse from some perspective on that. Is that a good thing?
I mean, again, it depends what you're looking for and who you ask to. It depends on different type of people, Some, I mean, there's close-minded guys as well that are, I'm talking about girls, but maybe guys do the same thing. And you ask a girl and the girl's going to tell you, well, I don't like them because they're too close-minded, boring guys. So I don't like them because of that. I want someone more crazy to be with me.
Okay. What about the relationship itself? Or the general feeling that you had with girls? Now, you talked about the testing your shit out. But, like, how do you feel during, for example, first-time date or going out with a girl, actually being in a relationship with a girl here? What did you notice? Because to me, it was an interesting experience.
In terms of what?
I noticed it was very mechanical. I felt like I was in a video game rather than in, I don't know. I'm a very romantic Italian. I go out around Italy, I go for a date, we talk about this and that, we go for a walk, we have a coffee, it goes on well, we go for a cocktail, it goes on well, we go for dinner. Like, I'm more of the romance story when I actually like the girl, and that's what happens in Italy. You show up with a person, like, what do you do, what job you do, how much you make, what car you drive, where do you live?
It's also, I feel like here they have more of a pattern.
A pattern
of like a way to be able to judge if the date or whatever is going well or not. And the reason why I'm saying that,
wait, they have a pattern to judge.
There's a sort,
and it's all the same.
I feel like
the way they judge is the same.
And the reason why I'm saying is because me as well, we come across in social media so many people like telling you, this is how it should go, this is what it's good, this is what is a red flag if a guy does this or that. So I feel like, especially when you're getting to know a girl, they are like keeping this sort of stuff in the back of their mind.
So you think in their mind it's all the same?
Not all the same, but I
But
feel
there
like
are many similarities.
they have a sort of parameters
Okay.
that they keep, and they're like, oh wait, this guy. I mean, again, how popular is the term red flags in the US? I've never
Holy
heard
shit, it's every.
I've never heard that in Italy.
Red flag does not exist in Italy. We just say good boy, bad boy. That's it.
So I feel like because of all the influence we have through social media and all that, maybe even influence of music or TV and all that, girls and maybe guys as well in the US. I just don't have experience dating American guys, but what I feel like is that there is this sort of tendency of judging a person based on stereotypes, sort of. So like if he does this, it's a red flag, so he's not a good guy. Maybe at the end he did it for another reason,
Okay. Do you feel like guys get second chances or not at all? On top of the red flags? Like you do something wrong, there is a red flag and you're gone immediately?
No, I think you get a second chance, but you're still gonna be put under a different light, if you do something that is considered wrong.
Okay.
Let's say. As you were saying about dates and going on dates and getting to know girls, even in that field, I feel like a lot of girls, if I'm talking if you want to be serious in a relationship, not if you want to have fun or have a one night stand or whatever, which is fine for me as well.
On that, America opened my eyes.
Yeah, and
because girls come to you.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think it's a bad thing at all. Like,
it's interesting. It's different.
It's different, but so again, what I want to say is that when you try to date someone seriously, let's say with the intent of being serious, because then you don't know what direction things are gonna go. But even on that, after years of dating, I feel like there's sort of path you have to go through. So first you have to ask for drinks, because a lot of girls, if you ask them out for dinner, let's say, or even me, if I don't think about going for dinner, because what if you don't like the person and then you have to spend the whole time of a meal with that person, no? So it's sort of a unwritten rule that the first day you have to go for drinks.
Mm-hmm.
And then something I noticed is like, okay, you're not gonna most likely hook up with that person on the first date. I'm talking if you try to be serious, not because you don't want to, just feel like that's a sort of, again, another kind of
rule. That's a boy thing. If you want to be serious, you don't want to hook up with them immediately.
But then again, I feel like...
But then you're giving a bad vibe on the other side.
I feel like hooking up gives you a bad idea, but if you leave the day without a kiss, that also means that the date went wrong. So, there are these sort of unwritten rules here in the dating game, let's say, that I didn't experience in Italy. So that's what I think.
Like in Italy, it's much more natural. It also take a little bit longer to understand whether we like a person or not. I think that take our time. No, you don't think so?
Again, here you're more of an expert than me, because
you're more of an expert.
Yeah, because I haven't been actually dating many times. Those that I dated, let's say, I'll
tell you my point of view.
In like my circle of people, so I knew them anyways since a while.
My point of view of every Italian girl I dated, it always took me a little bit longer to actually do things in everything. Sometimes even the first kiss. Okay. And then you would end up
again, we go back to the idea of saying that they're more like holding back. They're
not really holding back, because once you're once you're in a relationship, it's very open-minded in Rome. But they take their time. Chill out. Also, our dates are much more efficient. Funny thing, I never understand why in America is the coffee date not accepted. In Italy, I always went for a coffee. Because I need to get to know you. I don't want to spend millions. Let me get a coffee. Let me talk for 20 minutes. Do I like you? No. Let's get the shit out of here. Do I like you? Yes. Let's continue and go somewhere else.
But I think this is also connected to a whole new concept. The fact that here working is so much more important than in Italy. Working. And people are much busier in the day. And that's when mostly you have coffee. In Italy, it's much more of a tradition to be like, okay, I take 30 minutes off.
Are you saying we're lazy?
No, I'm saying it's much more of a cultural thing to go for a coffee.
You go for a coffee in the weekend, you dumb fuck. You're working too in Italy.
Well, again,
but I understand your point of
weekend
view.
is brunch.
Huh?
It's not coffee, it's brunch.
It's brunch, whatever. There were moments where I went on 3 coffees, one after the other. I came back home with. It was different times. I don't know. Let's talk about you because you're an Italian man. Do you feel that you being Italian gives you a big edge when it comes to meeting people, meeting women?
I think when you're younger, yes. But when you get to like my age, so almost 30 years old, I don't think so. It actually could be like the opposite. And you know why? Because I feel like the fact of being not from here gives out maybe an impression of being not really financially stable, or not really, like, people know you're here on your own, so they might be scared that you are trying to settle down and get a, I don't know, a rich American girlfriend that gives you the green card, that you can take advantage of the family money and all that. I don't know. That's the impression I'm getting. When you're younger, it's easier.
That's funny.
When you're younger, it's easier because you don't really think about this stuff. So you are more for, like, just having fun or having a good time without really thinking in the long term. But I don't know. I might be wrong. I'm not saying I'm right, but I feel like sometimes that might be the impression you give out.
I think that's bullshit.
Okay, and I guess I'm wrong then.
So if you look at, again, you said the importance of social media and everything.
Mhm.
Okay, right? Look at how social media is treating the average American man. They're throwing shit at them. Okay, they suck, they're toxic, they're this and that. Here comes the Italian man
Mhm.
in his 30s, almost 30s. Okay.
Almost.
Okay. Think about how Italy is portrayed in American movies, American
okay,
media.
but this is
Wait, listen. We're romantic. We listen to the girls. We are in love with girls so much that we talk to each one of them, even when we have 5 girlfriends and everything. There's another topic we're gonna get into. I feel like it puts in a big advantage point. We might be walking red flags, as they say, because we also have the negatives of being Italian. But I believe that the fact that, and I genuinely experience this, people see us as exotic. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing because it's objectifying a boy, but we're exotic.
90% of Americans that go to Italy, how long they stay? They probably stay, what, 2 weeks?
Yes.
Okay, but where do they live?
In the city center.
No, they live in the US, right? And
yeah.
They go for vacation.
Yes.
So I see it the same way. We might be the fun, exotic getaway, but then when it's time to be settling down and all, being serious, having a family and so on, they might prefer the safety of an American guy with a family.
What is the safety of the American guy?
Well, first of all, I mentioned you. Let's talk about
destroyed in debt, broke as fuck.
Yeah, okay.
Doesn't know how to handle money. Doesn't know how to cook. Doesn't know how to dress up. Doesn't know how to talk to a woman. But in most cases, it's passive. In many cases, if you look at a lot of men here, I feel like also social media fucked them up a lot. So
you're part of the problem.
Huh?
You're part of the problem.
No, I'm the guy telling people to wake the fuck up. I don't know. Go. Sorry, I blocked you. What were you saying?
I was just saying that even though they might have problems, as you mentioned, that are pretty, like, big problem could be, financially and all that, I still think that the fact of looking at them and knowing that they have, again, I repeat, a family behind them, most of times, like, able to support them and being like a safety net for them, that cancels out the mistakes that they might make, and they can be considered, let's say, a safer option than someone who is here on their own, who can fly away from one day to the other and just...
We could fly away from one day to the other. But regarding family, I believe we're much more backed by our family than the average American, if you think about it.
Maybe we are.
No, not maybe.
But I'm saying the impression.
The impression, yeah. You talk about the perspective
of someone from the exterior, let's say.
I want to see the comments about this because I'm genuinely curious. Because I genuinely differ on this one. But yeah, we were talking about the red flags of Italian, multiple girlfriends. We have one big opinion we differ a lot, me and him. I'm a jealous, monogamous guy. I'm monogamous. I believe in forever, happy ever after, one person, that's it. But you don't. You generally don't.
I don't know. I mean, I've been monogamous in my previous
Explain.
relationships.
You've been monogamous.
I mean, the deal was to be monogamous. Obviously,
Okay.
no? That was what we were agreeing on.
Okay.
But then I wasn't, because different reasons. I wasn't being monogamous, right? And I'm single now, so all my relationships failed, the monogamous relationships. But anyways, beside
But
my
did they
case,
fail because you didn't go monogamous anymore?
sometimes.
Ah!
No, but like what I'm trying to say is that, in my opinion, monogamy, it's a very, like, very old concept, very obsolete concept that is strongly connected to religion.
You think the monogamy is strictly connected to religion?
Yeah, it is, because why? What? Like, I mean, the concept of marriage comes from there.
You can be monogamous without marriage.
Well, yeah, you can,
I
but
remember the parents of my ex-girlfriend married recently after 20 years, 25 years of being together just for the tax bullshit. They still be together. You can
no,
be
no, no. I mean,
monogamous.
I'm not saying again. When you start a relationship, you're not married right away, but you're still being monogamous.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that I feel like that it's sort of implanted in our culture now so deeply, the fact of saying, oh, yeah, sex is seen almost as a shameful thing. That's what comes from religion. That's why you'd only have sex with your partner, and you don't really, especially in Italy, you don't really talk about it. You don't really, yeah, talk about the whole topic, no, because it's sort of seen as a I mean, now it's coming out more because, of course, progress and all that. We are getting away
The
from
old
the
old
religion and the
school,
old
okay.
thing, but in my opinion, I feel like that's still connected to that idea, the idea of being monogamous and being uh, giving away yourself only to one person just because it's such a precious thing. And
Let me ask you a question.
uh-huh,
Have you ever been cheated on?
yeah,
And was it nice?
wasn't nice,
It was not nice.
but again, it happened when I was very young. It happened, like, I was not even, I was like, it was like 10 years ago, so I was really young. So
Let me ask you another question. If the girl you like right now,
mhm.
if there is one, you know that she is playing Monopoly with another boy, would you be happy about it?
But then again, you see, that's a different story, because first of all, I wouldn't have problem in dating someone and being not exclusive if that's what we agree on. But then again,
Okay.
I feel like it's not really about who you have sex with or who you do what with. It's more about setting boundaries and deciding what are the rules, let's say, of your relationship.
So communication.
Yeah, because to me, you cheat once you break the trust of your partner. You don't cheat once you have sex with someone. Because let me say something strong. What if someone gets?
Yeah.
Did they cheat on you?
No.
Yeah. So, but they still had sex technically, no?
Yeah, you went fucking extreme on this one. Fuck. Yeah, but it wasn't like she didn't want to do it. It wasn't consensual. That's completely different.
But she didn't break your trust because she was forced to do it. So for you, it's acceptable.
Because it wasn't in her control.
Exactly. So in your head, obviously she didn't want to do it, so she didn't break your trust, even if technically she did have sex with someone. So the problem is not her having sex, the problem is her breaking your trust, which she didn't in
So you're
this
making
case.
a discussion of trust.
Yeah, I'm making a discussion.
So if she's open up, yeah, I'm meeting this guy and playing around, there is trust because she's opening up about
as long
it.
as the boundaries are respected, because again, there can be, in my opinion, open relationships where people still cheat, because there can be open relationship where, I don't know, the rule could be.
I believe that the difference between friendship and an actual relationship is that intimacy that you only have with that person.
No, I don't think so.
That
I
is
mean,
my
again,
general belief.
Yeah,
Because if I can just play around with whatever, it's like, yeah, I'm going to another person, love you still anyway, going
so
there.
what? You're telling me you just had sex with people you love?
Huh?
You just had sex with people you love?
Say the question again.
Did you only have sex with people you love?
No.
Okay, so here we go. So it's different.
Okay. Are you playing chessmate with me right now, you little bastard?
I'm just trying.
He's fucking playing chessmate right now.
No, but you see, like that's what I meant when I'm saying it's a concept that it's so deep inside our culture that we just accept it without really analyzing it.
The concept deep inside my culture is if my girlfriend is going out with another boy, even if she tells me, I don't like it.
Okay.
Like I generally don't like it. I can't. As if, and I would think the same if I did the same to her. Does that make sense? Like I think it would. I
mean, then again, obviously,
like even if I told her, yeah, I'm meeting with another girl too, I think that would be the most disrespectful thing I can do to her.
Then again, look, I'm not saying everybody has to be.
No, of course, everybody's different, but
or
fuck
whatever.
you.
I'm just saying, I think, and on the other, if we look at it on the other way, I think that people who say, to me, I think the right model of relationship is an open relationship, are already, like, just by saying that, they already looked in a bad way. Like, if they are.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad way.
In a different way.
So that's the thing. I'm not saying that you are a moron. I'm just saying that I disagree with you.
No, I agree. I mean, I understand that, but
I also believe. Okay, have you ever been in love? True in love?
I think so.
You sure?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll tell you this. I believe that I've been in love a little. Okay, not extreme, but even when I was not in love, I still would not cheat out of principle. Because it made me feel very bad.
I mean, that's...
So, again, it's my opinion and my way of thinking, which is different than yours. It's like a Christian talking to a Muslim, which, by the way, the same God, but whatever. It's the same exact concept. But again, your point of view is definitely interesting.
I'm not here trying to tell you and try to convince you.
No, I'm just trying to... We're just defending each other's opinion in front of everybody. I don't know. Do you think, actually, that's a fucked up question because it's two men asking this question. Do you think that a woman will be open and capable of that?
I think
because I feel that a woman, especially in America, is more possessive. Go.
I mean, again, as I said before, it goes from person to person, right?
Okay.
But if you say who is more likely to do that, I don't think it's really a question about what's the nationality. But again, I feel like it's more of a question of where and how you were raised, because you're not gonna find someone in my small town being in an open relationship. I can guarantee you that, and I'm pretty sure it's the same. I mean, maybe there are, but they do it secretly, you know.
They do it secretly. When they do it secretly.
Yeah. So because it's again,
it's like swindlers. It's like swindlers. You know swindlers.
Yeah. So
I learned how many swindlers there are in America, even in my neighborhood. It's nuts. With the little stone when they have it in front of the, the stone in front of the house. It's crazy. Probably the only.
But you see how you talk about it?
Huh?
See how you talk about it?
I didn't. So, yes.
See, unconsciously, you're judging.
Yeah, okay, you're right. Fucking judging.
See?
Yes. So, let me explain this the way I see it. I believe that it requires a whole lot of fucking effort and a lot of discipline. Because being the same person for 40 years, I look at my parents, I look at my grandparents. My grandmother just died, but it's like 57, almost 60 years of marriage. More, 65. 65 years of marriage. Same person. So it takes a lot of fucking discipline.
Are you sure though?
Huh? Extremely sure. 100%. Like 1,000,000%. Especially my parents, because they even have shared the iMessage. So if my father would have some kind of thing, my mother would know immediately. And my mother is one of the most controlling. We call her Adolf, just to make you understand. Sometimes in a good way, she's very good.
In a good way, you can call someone Adolf.
No, I mean that she's a commander. She knows everything about everything under control in a good way, up to a point with a limit, of course. So I'm definitely sure, and it takes discipline. Like it needs to be a partnership. There is trust. So I understand your point of view of trust. You need to be open about it, of course, because if you're hiding shit, it means you're guilty of something, maybe losing feelings or whatever. I just don't think it's. I don't know, because you constantly have the feeling of being free and you could drop out and leave any point.
What if you meet
the love of my life and she wants to be in an open relationship?
Yeah.
I would say fuck off.
I cannot tell. Same way that I cannot tell, because maybe I find and meet the right person, and I would be like,
if the right person will be monogamous, we'll be monogamous.
That's what I'm saying.
Would you change for the right person?
Maybe yes. Who knows? I feel like it's impossible to predict these sort of things until you are in the position.
You got a point. Let's put it this way. Okay, let me refrain. I hope that the right person is monogamous for me. Okay, let's put it this way. If you really want to. Anyway, fuck this. We didn't address the elephant in the room. We are two Italians living in America. You know my side already. You know why I'm here. Marco, you come from a beautiful place in Umbria. I've visited him multiple times this year, and he came also to me. We are from two beautiful places in Italy, which are not big cities. Yet we end up in a place that is built on stilts and drywall, and we accepted leaving one of the most beautiful countries in the world to come here. Why the fuck are you here? And the most important question is, you came here alone. So why are you here alone? Because I came here because my family was here. You came here alone.
I came here alone. It was my first time coming here, and I just stayed.
So you never even came as a tourist?
Never.
Just straight up as fucking hell, you got balls, brother. Why? What are you doing here?
Well, I came here on a athletic scholarship.
Okay.
When I was like 25 kilograms ago.
I was expecting 25 years old.
10 years ago and 25 kilograms too.
Okay.
I came here on a tennis scholarship.
Okay. Oh, I have such a bad question for you later. I want to see your reaction, but go on.
And yeah, so back in Italy, I had some friends that did it before me, like coming here to compete,
okay,
and, study and have it, let's say, all the expenses covered.
Yep.
And it sounded like a cool thing to do, because especially in Italy, you reach a point, let's say after high school, where you don't really do much with your athletic skills, because you either go professional or you stop, because you either start working or you go to university and all that. So I think this was the best way, especially because I play tennis, and tennis is a pretty expensive sport, to have a sort of return on the investment, of all those years of putting money into my practice tournaments and all that, to have, like, it allowed me to come here and study
have free education. Yep.
Yeah. And not only that, just the idea of moving to the US and competing with people from all over, like, it was a very appealing thing at the time. And I came here first time in DC, and I stayed 10 years in DC.
What did you stay 10 years in DC? You like it?
I like it, and I think the reason why I like it is because, again, I'm from a small town, but I didn't really feel as a traumatic experience to be moving from a small Italian town to a big American city.
Because it's not a big American city.
Well, it's still the capital.
It is big, but it's not as...
It's not
like when Italians tell
overwhelming.
Me, when Italians tell me New York, I would like to spit in their face. New York makes me feel like a fucking rat. It's beautiful for a weekend. That's it. That's it.
The reason why I liked it here is because to me it feels very, in Italian we say dimensione d'uomo, no?
Sì.
Human dimension. I don't know if it's in
human
English,
dimension.
Like
built for human.
Built for human, not for cars and all that.
Not for cars, not to be in a fucking prison. So New York, I feel like feels like a prison. Some people think they're free in it. It looks like a prison to me. All tall buildings, no light. Everybody's pale like a cadaver. A dead person. Whatever. Huh? A corpse. I don't know. But I had you remember Nicole?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had this girl, amazing person, by the way. Not my girlfriend, a good friend. I said I had this girl, like, amazing person, super funny. She lived 6 months in one of my rentals I do for people that want to get the Italian citizenship, the ones with descendancy. So she moved back to New York, and she texted me, I don't know why the fuck I'm here. It's nuts. I mean, of course, after 6 months in Tarquinia, it's a tiny little town in Italy.
Where does she live in New York?
She is, I believe, downtown. I believe. So, but it's nuts. Yeah, it's a complete different vibe. But yeah, I agree. The more I travel around America, the more I like Washington. The more I think that all the places that are glorified by people are actually shit show and trash hole. Very blatantly. Very blatantly. I have a question for you.
What's the question?
So, wait, you didn't finish your story first.
Oh, yeah, okay. So I came here, played tennis, college tennis, did my 4 years, and then I got offered basically to work at school and get my master in architecture while again working and covering the expenses of the school with that. So that's what I did, and then got a job, and here I am.
Here I am in DC meeting another Italian. Got a question for you. It's a hardcore question. You ready? You're gonna slap me in the face. I know it already. 25 kilograms ago. How the fuck did that happen?
Oh,
We're filming. There's a naked man right there.
You want my number?
Leave your Instagram.
L'amore. L'amore. Good thing you're not on the video.
I'm open mind.
And open butt cheeks. I'm gonna leave this. Fuck it. No, 25 kilograms ago.
Yeah.
Okay. How the fuck did it happen?
Because I stopped practicing.
Just that.
Yeah, mostly. Because I mean, all my life.
You don't give the fault to the food, what you're eating.
Maybe that had a. I think it's a combination of the two things, but mostly I would say it's working out. Because like when I growing up, I was still eating in Italy like a lot. You know, I never had to follow a diet or anything, but I was working out 3 hours every day, so I was in perfect shape. You know. So let's say I stopped competing, but I kept eating like usually. So that's what happened.
You spent 3 months in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Did you lose weight in Italy?
Not much. No, I don't think so.
You didn't move at all.
I didn't really check, but if I did, it wasn't much.
Did you feel better at least?
Yeah, I have to say I was feeling better. In
Stronger?
terms of, I mean, one thing that I noticed is that one problem that I have living here is that I get a lot of how you say, like acid reflux in the night in the stomach. You know.
Okay.
Like it happens to me very often. You know, and that's something that I realized that it wasn't happening to me in Italy.
Same. Now I felt my skin was better.
Mhm.
I felt stronger. I was I was happier, of course. I was in fucking Italy. Let's take that away. Felt stronger. I slept better. And that's the other thing. I was drinking half as much what I was drinking here.
Mhm.
And I never felt thirsty and my skin was better. I feel like even the water is shit. The
So
one you
this
buy
is
in
the part where we get like
conspiracy theorists.
depressed about being here instead of being in Italy.
No. Are you depressed of being here?
Oh, otherwise I wouldn't be.
Exactly. So that's the thing, guys. You just saw us trash talk for like 5 minutes about the food. We're still here. Why are we here? Why are we here?
To me, personally, it's because I would say two things, okay? Let's say until before going back to Italy for the summer, I would have said because of the career,
Yep.
because of the opportunity I have, okay, let's say more money to make. And not just that, like, especially living in DC, you meet so many like interesting people and all that. But, and so that was my idea, that was just that. But after being in Italy for like the whole summer, yeah, I had an amazing time and so on. But I feel like here life it's much more dynamic and much fast paced, and I like it. So I don't know if that's just because we're young and we're gonna get tired of that at some point.
I don't think we will. I generally don't think we will. I agree with what you say. I spent 3 months in Italy and I loved it, don't get me wrong. But after 3 months, I was like, life is too fucking slow here.
Mhm.
I need to go back. And even today, where I'm at a point, you know this, recently TikTok demonetized me. I lost my, like, 50% of my income. I'm still flat out broke and I could go back to Italy and grow my YouTube there. I still want to do it here. Because, again, it's fast paced. I meet cool people. Everybody's doing shit. Everybody's supporting each other, especially when it comes to ideas, business and stuff. I mean, Marco, I called him today. I was like, yo, I want to shoot a podcast. I want to talk. Let's talk. He's like, yeah, let's do it. Coming over
That's
here.
it. I feel like if you say it to someone in Italy,
In Italy,
they will be like,
spit in your face.
they'll be like, nah, why would you do that?
No.
You know, like maybe let's do it sometime. Yeah.
No, I love the mentality here. I love that. And even, yes, the food is not the best. You can still find pretty good food if you cook it yourself. We're going to have pasta carbonara after this. So it's going to be good food.
So let's keep it short.
So let's keep it short because I'm hungry as fuck. But that's why we're here. Like that. The people are amazing. You guys have, I feel like people here have fire in them. everybody's a dream and they never die. It never dies. They like bring it to their grave. They don't achieve it.
There's much more like competition too, and that's what makes it fun.
Does it make it fun or is it also risky?
I think it's. I don't see any bad aspect.
Okay. What about people dragging each other down? I feel like it happens more in Italy though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Is that competition or is it jealousy? It's jealousy in Italy.
I don't think it's jealousy. I feel like it's more the fact that we don't dream anymore in Italy.
No, people our age are dead. People our age are dead in Italy. They become complacent. Let me find a fixed spot and work there my ass off for 40 years. Not even my ass off. The bare minimum 40 years and that's it.
Like there's not as much of an ambition to get better, to do whatever, you know? People are not ambitious, and I don't really blame the people itself. I just feel like that, you know how it is in Italy. We just had such a hard times in terms of economically and all that. That sort of made everybody sort of stuck mentally. That they're like, it's impossible to
get. Yo, we're stuck mentally because we have shit like the reddito di cittadinanza.
But I'm talking about before that already.
No, but I'm saying like they created a society that wants the government to fix the entire issue. It's all the fault of the government. It's all the fault of the government. It's also mentally. You're born in a place where the government has fucked it all up. Bureaucracy sucks. I don't even want to try. No.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
No, but that's again because you're sort of blaming someone else.
Yes. Well, here I'm seeing this a lot among people our age a lot, starting to blame something else. But in reality, the beauty of America is that you can take responsibility over your life.
What I see,
it sucks, but you can still do it.
The main difference is that here, you don't, like in Italy, okay, to get a good job, I'm not saying you have to, but the idea that people have is
you have to know people.
You have to know people. You have to be, let's say, recommended, but it's not the right term because here it's normal to be recommended. No? You apply for a job, they ask you for recommendation letters. No? But in Italy, you know, as you said, you have to know someone to get somewhere. So I feel like most of times it's used as an excuse to don't try. While here, people are convinced that if they do the right thing and if they work hard,
they actually get somewhere.
They are getting somewhere. They're gonna be given the opportunity of getting somewhere.
In Italy, you're convinced that you need to know somebody even if you work your ass off.
Either you are Illuminati or you're somewhere, or
you're the Mason.
Yeah, exactly.
So the goal in life is becoming a Mason in Italy. That's it.
Then it's
fuck no. Fuck no. And after this comment, I believe that the Freemasons will never tell us anything. That's it.
But actually, you know, I did some research, and I found out that here it's much more common thing to be a part of the Freemasons.
I know a couple of Masons.
Yeah, while in Italy, it's like you're almost part of the mafia.
I mean, because the Masons in Italy are the ones that created all of the conspiracies in the world. It all started there, if you think about it. You know which one I'm talking about. We're not gonna mention it. La chiudiamo qua, dai. We're gonna close it here.
We're gonna go eat.
We're gonna go eat because I'm fucking hungry.
All right.